Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are going to be looking at two Vivo Barefoot shoes, which I am deciding on which one I want to keep to replace the Hi-viz black and red trainers that you've seen in basically all of my Vivo Barefoot videos. So let's jump into it. Alright, so the first pair we've got for you to look at today is the Primus, let me just double check, Trail Knit Firm Ground Men's. Now firm ground is represented in the title with FG. Just to quickly let you know, firm ground basically means that the lugs are designed for more firm and solid ground, whereas they have a soft ground sole which has bigger lugs and treads just to make it a bit easier to work on soft ground. So this is the firm ground variant, and the knit is obviously referencing the top part here, which is a full one piece all the way up to the tongue, and you've also got this little knitted ankle area here. All of the trail ones, that Vivo sell come with this kind of elastic, it's not elastic, but it's like a string lace that has a quick adjust up here. Let's see if I can show you that a bit better. So you just pull on this in one direction to loosen it off, and then you can just pull it down tight, and that's how you adjust them. As you can see on the trail, on the Primus knit, we've got a brown with kind of black, orange and yellow speckles in it, and red as well, which I quite like the look of. Bit different. You got the red V on the sole as well, the cool little Vivo hexagonal, I guess, maybe hexagonal lugs. There's your logo on the side there. Tiny little V logo here. Let's see if I can get that in the shot. There we go. And I will get a shot of these on my feet as well for you guys. So yeah, the knit sock, I quite like it. But we'll show you the next one before we get into any real opinions. So the next one we have is the Primus Trail 2 Firm Ground. So same style of sole, but this one's in all black. Same with the red V on the bottom. And it's like a mesh upper sole, or upper shoe should I say, all the way up to the tongue again, but it's not a one-piece tongue, so it does come away like a sort of standard trainer shoe. This one has a really long string. Same style of shoelace, so you slide this little knurled bit here, you slide it down. I don't know if you can see that. Slide it down, and then you can pull them loose, and then you just pull on them to tighten them. I really don't know why this one has such a long lace. If I can hold them up next to each other, you can see the difference right there. If I hold the shoes level, if I hold the laces level, that's how different in length they are. See if I can get all that in one shot. There we go. So yeah, quite a bit longer. Not sure why. Quite a plain upper sole. It's still got the discreet V there, and obviously the Vivo on the tongue, discreet V on the side there as well. A bit more breathable than the knit ones, I would say. But now that I've shown you them, here's the insole on this one as well. You can see that it's kind of a mesh breathable one as well. You can see it's got the kind of perforations in it, and that's the underside, which is a bit of a trick. And I'll show you the ones on the knits in just a moment. The same style of insole in the knits as well. Just to confirm, this definitely did come out of the knits. So these are going to be my sort of everyday trainers and gym trainers that I would wear to replace the Hi-viz red and black ones that you've seen in all of my previous videos. And I've been wearing them for about 2 weeks now, and I will be returning one pair. So you might have a question, how are you able to return one pair? So we'll talk about the offer that Vivo have, and let's get into that now. So for those of you that are new to Vivo and haven't bought a pair or been on their website yet, they actually offer a 100-day trial. So you can literally buy the shoes, you do pay full price, you buy the shoes, you have them delivered, you can wear them straight for 100 days, no matter what condition they're in. After that 100 days, you can send them back completely hassle-free. And I will be going through that process, and I will tell you what that process was like once I've made up my mind on which ones I'm going to keep. So like I said, I've had these for about 2 weeks now. So the 15th of July is when I placed the order, and it's now the 30th. So they are about 2 weeks old. I'm not going to be keeping either one of these shoes for 100 days. I don't feel like you really need 100 days to decide whether you want to keep one. I think the 100-day trial is more for people who have never had a pair of barefoot shoes before, which is great because it gets more people interested, more people invested in barefoot shoes, gets them into more hands, onto more feet for people to try out. So I am taking full advantage of the 100-day trial because, like I said, it allows you to use the shoes, it allows you to wear the shoes, it allows you to scuff the shoes up, and they'll still take them back. And I believe they'll give them a clean, maybe depending on what condition they're in, give them a little bit of a fix up, and then they list them on their Revivo website. That's Revivo. And there'll be a link to that down below where you can check out shoes that have been returned on the 100-day warranty. And you can buy shoes at a discount basically, and they grade them depending on their condition. I haven't bought shoes off that website yet because I know that I'm going to get a good 5 years use out of these if they're anything like the shoes they're replacing, so I'm more than happy to pay the retail price. I did actually buy both of these shoes at a discount as well. It looks like it was an RAF discount by the looks of it, but it was basically just 25% off for new customers. And obviously all you've got to do is set up a new email address and you're good to go. So full price, the Trail Knit FG, which is the first pair I showed you, they are £135. And the Primus Trail Knit, which is the second pair I showed you, which is these ones, they are £120. So the knit does add a bit of an extra cost. But total with the discount, I saved £51. So I only paid £204 for both of them. And like I said, I'll be returning one, so I'll only be spending about £100. So that's not too bad. So let's get into, you've really seen all the features, all the differences. The only difference really is the different coloured sole and the knit style sock of the FG knit. But there is another slight difference, which is important, I think. It's definitely important for barefoot shoes, in my opinion. So let me get these side by side. I hope you can see that. I'm trying to get it center for you. This one is definitely narrower than this one. You can see here that it kind of bulges out a bit further than here. I'll still get another shot and overlay it, maybe like a standalone photo. Other than that, yep, the other differences are, this is another example of how much longer the shoelace is. So when I'm, again, I will film me wearing at least one of each at once. So this is how I have to lace up the shoes. So let's say they're as tight as I want them to be. This is how long the lace is. You can see it flaps, and it flaps around quite a lot when you're walking. So I've been having to tuck it up under the shoelace all the way to the top. There, you can see it sticking out there now. So I've tucked it under here. And then sort of just tucking that and just letting that hang, just to stop it from flapping around too much. Whereas the knits aren't really a problem. They just bounce around on the top of your foot. You're not going to trip over or anything. So in my opinion, that's a bit of a con. I don't know why these ones are so much longer. I do have to have my shoes tied quite tight because whilst I am a size 14, my feet are quite skinny. I think shoe manufacturers, rightfully so, do kind of expect someone with size 14 feet to have quite big ogre feet, quite wide, quite a bit Andre the Giant. So I can understand why they might expect people to have a slightly more opened out fit than me, you know, something more like this rather than me, which is like this, quite cinched down. So that's still something that I have to consider. In the 2 weeks that I've been wearing these, I've been wearing them sort of one day at a time. One day I'll wear these, one day I'll wear the trail shoes. With this wider toe box, and I really do hope that came through, with this wider toe box here, as my foot bends, I've found that it can kind of cause a bit of pinching on my little toe here, as the shoe bends as I walk. So that is something that I've had to consider as well. For the negatives on the knit shoe, the only real one that I've found one thing that I really love about these shoes is the sock style. It's a little bit different, but you can keep the shoes at the tightness that you want them. Even though these aren't elasticated laces, you can just keep the shoes at the tightness you want them, and they fit fine whilst you're wearing them. They don't slop or anything. But when you get home, you can easily slip them off and then slip them back on because of how flexible the sock is. But the only real downer is, again, because of how skinny my feet is, you can see how wrinkled up the sock is. Because it's one piece of material. It's not a traditional tongue. When I cinch the shoes down, they have to be quite tight, and that causes a visible wrinkle, which, if you're really into aesthetics, would bother you, but me not so much. So I'm going to jump down below. I'll show you them with me wearing one of each shoe, and then we'll jump back up for some conclusions, okay? So here they are on. On my right foot we've got the knit, and on my left foot we've got the trail. I hope you can maybe see better that these are slightly wider than these ones. So the knit is slimmer in the toe box than the trail. And let me just show you these laces. So you can see that the lace on these ones is quite loose. Now all you got to do, if I can show you as best I can, just pull them tight and you're good to go. And you can see here how long this lace is. It does flap around and will get trod on. Whereas this one is as tight as I need it right now. And it's not gonna get wet on the floor, and it's not gonna trip you up, and it's not too long. You can see where it comes to. I hope you can also see what I mean about the crease on the sock tongue of the knit style. Got quite a crease here for me to have these shoes as comfortable and tight as I want them. And obviously with this one it's not an issue because it's a normal traditional shoe tongue, so it doesn't get creased up. So this is what they look like on. And that's about it really, guys. There's not very much else to show you. Let's jump back up top and finish this video off. So that was the Primus Trail and the Primus Knit. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of those shoes. If you were to pick one, which one would you go for? Of course, my opinion is not law, so everybody's feet are different. Everybody's going to have different taste in shoes. So let me know what you think. I have actually already made my mind up on which ones I'm going to keep, but I will wait until I've returned the other pair, and then I will do another video talking about why I chose that pair and let you know what it was like to deal with that 100-day Vivo for Barefoot return. All right, thanks for watching this one, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya.